to the Paranormal Classroom, where we take attendance for the unexplained. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Lindsay, and we're two teacher moms talking about stuff that freaks us out.
Okay, moving on. So the things are moving. The baby's cradle, a bunch of witnesses saw the cradle shaking violently, violently that 3 men could not hold it down.
What are 3 men doing around a baby?
Oh, by the way, I don't think I said this yet, but there's a ton of people coming out to the house. A ton of people are hearing about it, and it's a really close-knit community because they're all like slaves together, basically. So they're all there trying to help each other.
But they also want to see
the
wacky stuff.
Exactly,
got to be entertained too.
Because that happened in the Bell Witch story and other things. Like, people hear about this and they come out of the shadows from all around the world to come and see for themselves what's going on.
I'd wait a bit. Like, I would not be in the first wave of visitors.
Put Lindsay in the second wave.
Third wave. Third wave sounds about right for me. Like, first wave, you're right there. Like, I don't know. If you survive it, might be a fluke. Second wave, if they survive it, okay, that's we're getting closer to a scientific method. I'm very comfortable being in the fourth wave. I think I would risk it and go with the third wave.
You've thought a lot about this. I love it.
Yeah. I have committed more brain time to what might I do in a paranormal experience than I should.
Like, it'd be a fun game to think of all your friends and family and decide what wave would they be in. Like, I know my youngest daughter would be first wave, without a doubt.
She's already on her way. Whatever the next thing is, she's on her way there.
No
right
fear,
now.
Absolutely no fear. Yeah. I probably wouldn't
that
go
might
at all.
Be
I'd
my...
be in no wave. I wouldn't go at all.
You're the no way fave. My husband would be in the first wave.
Okay.
Because he just would. He would probably bring along my firstborn, who would naturally be a second wave, but will also be daddy's sidekick.
Okay, got it.
And then my secondborn would be like you in the no wave, but not for the same reasons.
No, not because of anxiety. Just
from absolute disinterest. Like, we had some times where something was knocking on his bedroom door, and he was like, "I'm just not going to open it." I'm like, "That's it? Yeah, it's fine as long as I don't open it. I think I'm good." Okie dokie. And it hasn't happened in a few years. But
wow.
Yeah, very nonchalant, blasé about things like this.
The rain is picking up, so I hope people can hear
It is. Welcome to the Pacific Northwest, everybody.
Okay, so the cradle's rocking violently. 3 men can't hold it on. Somebody gets the good idea to throw a Bible in the baby's bed, and what happens?
Was there a baby in there when they threw a Bible?
I don't know. I hope they didn't leave the baby in there when it was like shaking violently.
That baby did not stand a chance if 3 grown men can't keep it down. Like,
I hope
that's some trauma.
Somebody was like, "Let me get the baby."
And then you're tossing a Bible on top of the baby. Let's get the baby out of there.
Yeah, and it stopped. It stopped when they threw the Bible in. Apparently. Okay.
Now we're edging toward the Catholic.
Yes.
Everything's demonic.
Yes.
realm.
And that would have been. We'll talk about that because that is very much like what's discussed by the town.
Okay.
Because that's how they were.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta get through some more stuff because I got crazy things that happened at the end.
Yeah, I'll be quiet for a little bit.
No, you're fine. Some more things get stranger. They report seeing these little balls of fire that would appear spontaneously out of thin air and then fall to the floor. Sometimes they would bounce when they hit the floor. So little balls of fire.
Okay.
They would hit the floor and they would burn little holes in the furniture, the floor, clothing, whatever they hit. Just a little like.
So weird.
I know.
And such a weird thing to make up. Like you would, at this time, I can't imagine somebody on top of all these other things coming up with that.
Well, when we did an episode on the Sally house. Mm-hmm. There were little fires that started in the Sally house too. So I don't know. Some people think it could have been swamp gas, which is a real thing where little like lights appear in the swamp.
But in the middle of your house?
In the middle of your house,
not likely.
No. Another super strange thing is apportations. And we've talked about apportations when we had Scotty Landis on. Apportations are when things just appear. I don't know. I think I'm saying the word right.
Are you trying to say apparitions?
No, apparition's like seeing a ghost.
Yeah.
Apportation is something that appears like out of a
Okay.
portal or something.
Oh, okay.
So it's so...
A portent. Okay.
But remember Scotty Landis told us that story about his friend who
Yes.
had a penny like
Yes.
appear out of the ceiling and fall to the
Yes.
floor?
Yes.
This is what was happening there, but it would be bullets, and it would be these little stones from their fishing nets. And they would either, like, appear as if thrown through the window, but the window would be closed, or they would appear like they're falling from the ceiling.
Weird.
Yeah. It gets weirder, though. It gets weirder. So they would take the stones that are just appearing out of nowhere, walk them down to the river, between, like, them and Detroit, take it down to the river, throw it in the river, and they'd come back to the house, and stones would appear again, dropping into the home, and they'd be wet.
Come on.
I mean, these are a collection of all the stories from all the witnesses.
What is happening?
And, like, people are coming to check this out, right? So there's a man named Captain Lewis Bennett, soldier. He comes to investigate with some other soldiers, because he's heard, like,
Sure.
what's going on. He's like, we need to, like, check this out for Canada. Make sure this is safe for Canada.
Right.
So he has this really smart idea to put marks on the rocks, Captain Bennett, and to test it. So they put marks on the rocks, take them down to the river, throw them in the river, come back to the house,
Stop.
and what appears?
The marked rocks?
Yeah, the marked rocks.
What the heck? And this is a military person.
Yes. Who's documenting it in their Canadian military logs.
That's very strange. And then I think, why? Like, what's the intent? If fires didn't do it. I mean, we started strong. We started hot and heavy.
Yeah.
Beams falling from the ceiling. Like, why? What's the purpose if whatever is causing this? I just always want to know
It's
why.
like something's just trying to scare them is what it seems like.
But it's
'cause
not
nobody's
working.
getting
If they
hurt.
weren't scared off by bullets coming through the windows and dropping,
Yeah.
or fires, or all of their animals dying,
Yeah.
they're not going to be spooked by rocks falling from the ceiling.
But I don't think they have anywhere to go. And we've
No.
talked about this before. Like, we don't know what it's like to be in a situation
No,
like that. And
that's
I
a
think,
very real thing. As people will often say, well, why don't they just move? It's a lot harder than you think.
Yeah.
To just up and move, regardless of time period. Now it's
Yeah.
hard to up and move if you live somewhere that is not ideal.
And I think even if these stories are embellished and not at all paranormal, like, somebody is messing with this family.
Right. And that needs to be investigated.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so there are even stories, and these are the weirdest ones to me, of somebody... Oh! Sorry, let me go. Backtrack. So there's a neighbor named Neil Campbell who comes to investigate. And Neil is a huge skeptic. He's like that super loud...
I'll believe it when I see it.
that was him. He's like, nothing's going on here, guys. And, like, taunting everything.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
So he's in
You
the
think
house.
you're tough, ghost to ghost? Let's see what you got.
That's Neil Campbell.
Okay.
And while he's in the living room, like, arms up, like, bring it, ghost, bring it. A big rock comes right through the window and hits him straight in the chest. Like, through the closed
Who
window.
witnessed
like
this?
an apportation. I don't have a record of who exactly witnessed it, but all these witnesses are writing these things down and in their journals and passing them on to families. And
Well, that'll show him.
yeah.
Talk a big talk, get a big rock.
I wonder if he, like, ran away, like... They even have stories of the family home burning to the ground. Like, the family would witness their house burning to the ground, run to a neighbor's, like, in total sadness and despair, and then wake up the next morning and their house would be there.
Okay, you
So
get
they're
away
having,
with
like,
that.
visions or something.
You get away with that one time if I'm your neighbor.
What?
If your house is magically restored the following morning, you are not allowed in my home ever again. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Like, that's really freaking weird. And I'm absolutely not going to be like, oh my God, not a lot of sympathy the second time. I'd just be like, yeah, go sleep on the floor. Tomorrow it'll be fine.
Oh, Amanda's here again.
Yeah. Because the house is burning down. Again.
Good to know that I only get one. Get get one at Lindsay's house.
No, you can have more. You can stay with me, but I'm not going to get all a Twitter after once.
Okay.
Like, the first time I'd be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Second time, no. And by the fifth time, I just give you a key. Like, help yourself.
Whatever's going
Come
on.
in. Yeah, I'm sleeping through this one.
Okay, so John McDonald, he's very, at this point, afflicted by, in the writing it says he's afflicted by melancholy.
He's depressed.
Yeah, I think that's how they would describe being super depressed, but that was like a real thing that people would die from back then. Melancholy, like, it's in book, like I can think of it in books that I've read and stories. Melancholy was like serious. So he's got
Unless
melancholy.
they just did it, if it was a depression and maybe there was some suicide that nobody listed as suicide, for example. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of undocumented suicides for a lot of reasons, but one is for religious reasons.
Yeah.
There are religious groups that believe it's a sin to take your life and you're not going to go to heaven.
Right.
So
then you would just survive, but with the melancholy.
Or you would take your life, but it would be not documented truthfully.
Okay.
So when people died of quote unquote melancholy, it might have been that they unalived themselves, I should say. But it makes me really sad.
It makes me sad too, because whatever's going on, like, we giggle and we joke because this is a little ridiculous, but whatever is going on is real
traumatic,
to them, and
yeah,
really, like, something
absolutely.
horrible is happening to this family.
Absolutely, it's trauma.
Yeah, and before this, everyone was coming to them to, like, get a look of the crazy that's going on, but now we're at the point in the story where John is going out and seeking help, like, to neighboring towns and things like that. Like, this is where we're at in the story.
And then they're not working.
I
They're
know.
not able to provide for themselves or their neighbors. Like, you know how it is when you're under a lot of stress from something, whether it's a medical issue or a financial setback of some kind. You can't go on like business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
So then things start to fall by the wayside.
Mm-hmm. It had to be horrible.
Yeah.
So John or someone in his family goes to an old woman who's a neighbor. Like the old wise woman in the neighborhood.
Wood carver!
That's exactly what they go to. And she says, weave me a carpet. She's like, no trouble will be caused in your house while you're weaving me a carpet. But I think...
She's a witch.
Well, yeah. That's what it sounds
She's
like.
awesome.
There's a lot of witchcraft about to come up
She's
in
our person.
the rest of the story. So they agree. They've got nothing to lose. They agree to, to start weaving a carpet.
It might all burn down, but it'll be fine tomorrow.
Well, the story is that as soon as they start weaving, all the trouble stops. And it takes them 3 days to finish the carpet. And for those 3 days, it's the first time they have peace or respite or...
That's interesting.
Yeah. But as soon as they finish the rug, it all starts back up again.
Huh.
Yeah.
So do they go back to the lady and they're like, here's your rug.
What can we make for you next?
Yeah, do you want, like...
I don't know.
A caftan?
Yeah,
Do you want one of those weird mats that goes around your toilet?
Can I make you a poncho? How about a dish rag?
About 20 ponchos.
No, I don't know. I only know that one story, but you'd think that would be a good idea.
Wow. She just was like, well, that was all I had, sorry.
And thanks for the rug. Bye.
Oh, man.
Okay. This is John McDonald. He now goes to meet with the school teacher, Mr. Barker.
Oh,
Mr.
boy.
Barker's known because
Mr. Barker sounds like trouble.
Mr. Barker was Pennsylvania Dutch, or he had connections to the Pennsylvania Dutch.
Of course
And
he
do you
was.
know the Pennsylvania Dutch are like super religious and they
Yes.
believe in demons and witches?
Oh, yes. It's the puritanical stuff. Yeah.
I didn't know that till I started watching like the Amish show on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
They're way into it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this guy, Mr. Barker, he says that he has spells from the Pennsylvania Dutch that will expose whatever witch or evil spirit is tormenting the McDonald family.
Okay. Because you got to get a look at it.
Yeah.
I can expose it. He says nothing about getting rid of it.
Just says expose it. You're right.
There it is.
So Mr. Barker, the school teacher, he would write his little Pennsylvania Dutch spells in a letter and put it in an envelope and hang it above the doorway with a horseshoe. You've seen people who have horseshoes over their house? Well, he would hide it, and then the idea is the spell would have Jesus would come and he would write the name of the witch on the paper in the envelope, and then they know who it is. Well, newsflash.
Jesus is not writing nothing.
Jesus didn't write anything, but they would find the envelope in another part of the house the next day. It just wouldn't have any writing on it, but it would like move.
Okay.
Here's what I think is crazy. They want to catch a witch, right? They're all like crazy about like witches. The women, I'm talking about women witches.
Right.
They're really hard on women and witchcraft. But why all these men are allowed to do spells and things? I don't
Almost
get it.
like it's a patriarchy.
Seems like it. Right? Because he's like, why wouldn't you go to the school teacher and be like, that sounds like witchcraft?
Right.
Why can
You
you
said
do it?
spell? Yeah, that's witchcraft.
Yeah.
Classically.
I think it's weird.
Fair question. I
think it's weird.
But the rug lady, who knows what happened to her?
I know. She's a witch.
Yep.
A good witch.
Sort of. I mean, she gave you 3 days worth of peace.
Yeah.
But she got a free rug out of the deal.
I know.
Okay, so he casts a spell, puts the thing in. Yeah, no.
Well, so they don't get a name for Jesus, but Robert Barker, the school teacher. You love my transitions. The school teacher, Robert Barker, he's still convinced that a witch is causing all this, and he starts pointing out, like picking out a couple women in the community who he's like, sure that they're the witch and they're the problem.
Yeah, that one denied my sexual advances.
That's probably exactly it.
It's her.
Yeah. But here's the cool thing. The women that he accused were like, no, sir.
Nice try.
We're not having this today. Not today. And they accused him of blasphemy because he had talked about like having Jesus come and do something that Jesus didn't do.
Good for them. Turnabout's fair play.
Yeah, they turned it around and they accused him of blasphemy, and they ran him out of town. Like literally he ran across the river into Detroit and he was chased by whatever equivalent of a town sheriff there was or whatever. Chases him all the way over to Detroit, captures him, brings him back. He's put on trial. And he's found guilty, and they put him in the gallows for a day. You know that thing where you have to stand with your head and hands in wood?
Yep.
And people can throw rotten tomatoes at you? A day.
Waka.
He had to do it till noon or something, and then he was released.
Yeah. It's tough to re-enter society after something like that. Like, you just got ran out. You know you're not welcome, but you're also not welcome in Detroit. So, move to the hills.
I like that story, though, because I think women are accused of witchcraft a lot, and they don't get to be like, no.
Right.
And
Nice try about that.
Yeah, so it worked for them in this town. They chased him out.
Good. Well, those women have put up with a lot of shenanigans.
Uh-huh.
They are Mr. Barker? Mr.
Barker.
Barker is small potatoes compared to beams and bullets and boulders.
Boulders.
So
And slugs, banana slugs, an onslaught of banana slugs.
much funnier visual, but also historically inaccurate.
Okay, so the second mystic that they go to see, this is the one who's credited with bringing the events to an end. So we're coming to the end of the story here. But this is the wildest part. So this guy, he's a witch doctor, or he also calls himself a witch hunter. His name is John Troyer. And he's a man with a long white beard and a tall top hat.
That's a good look.
I know, isn't
That's
that
a
cool?
strong look.
It actually, and someone was telling me that's not how they usually dressed at that time. So he had like a
he had his
style.
whole thing where you knew there goes the witch doctor.
Yeah. And he was intensely afraid of witches. And he also was a Pennsylvania Dutch dude. Settler. And I missed this part. I don't know how the Pennsylvania Dutch settlers are up here in Canada.
They're all over.
They're all over. It's not just Pennsylvania?
No.
Oh.
I think maybe that's where they started.
Oh. I don't know.
I think that's where maybe their little ship landed, when they first immigrated.
Okay.
From, I'm guessing, Holland area, or what is now known as Holland.
Yeah.
Is it now known as Holland?
Netherlands or Holland? I don't
Netherlands.
know. I don't know.
Where's Amsterdam?
I have relatives there, but I don't know.
This is embarrassing.
Back to John Troyer, the witch hunter. He had an intense fear of witches, and he was a practitioner of witchcraft, basically. He's a practitioner of dowsing, and they called it powwowing, which is not the indigenous powwow, but it's a white term for invoking spells and hex work to rid your community of witchcraft.
Oh, the hypocrisy.
I know. He used witchcraft to get rid of witchcraft. It like is upsetting me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this was I didn't know this was a thing until I heard this story.
I would have thought that anything that everyone was trying to avoid looking like they were doing anything that could be deemed witchcraft.
Right.
Because it didn't take much. So I thought.
No, and this guy John Troyer, he accused everything of witchcraft. Every
except
bad luck and
the guy in the mirror.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly. Well, you're gonna love this woman. There's a woman named Mrs. McMichael.
I like her already.
You will love this lady because Mrs. McMichael was having none of John Troyer's accusations, and she loved being called a witch by him. She loved it, and she played it up. And she would go hide in bushes and let a little bit of her face come out of the bush, and she'd make faces at him as he walked by.
That's so good. That's so good.
I know.
Brilliant. It's comedy. It's revenge.
It's everything.
It's all the things you want to have happen to a bully.
We love
He's a
Mrs.
bully.
McMichael. He is a bully.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she was having none of it. And she probably was risking her life to do that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because
what a weenie. He's a weenie.
The weenie. So John Troyer, he apparently had a witch trap in his bedroom to keep himself safe from the witches. It was like a 3-foot tall bear trap. Like when I don't know what he made it out of, but when it would close, it was very tall. So it would be horrible to be in the bear trap.
Yeah,
the witch trap.
That seems like a risky thing to put in your bedroom if you have to go to the bathroom.
I think so. I don't think this man was well.
No, I'm going to go ahead and say nope.
He tells the story. He has the story of how the witches took him when he was sleeping. They transformed him into a horse and rode on him across Lake Erie to a witches' circle in the woods. And
you wish. You wish, Mr. Troyer. Come on.
He tells the whole town
Your
about
fantasies are a little kooky, Mr. Troyer.
Yeah.
But no kink shame here. But no, sir.
Well, since he was a horse, they were feeding him hay. And his story goes when he woke up, he had terrible indigestion and was pooping hay. And that's how he knows it was real. Okay, so John McDonald, totally desperate, he goes to visit John Troyer. And when he gets to his house, he's greeted by John Troyer's daughter. And her name isn't in any of the accounts.
Wait, so Mr. Troyer had a wife or something at some point?
Yeah, a wife and a daughter. And as the story goes, his daughter...
How does she feel about this bear trap in the middle of her room?
Her story is weird. So she was apparently formerly possessed. And people had seen her levitating and speaking in tongues. This is the daughter of the witch hunter. But lucky for her, her father's the witch hunter. So supposedly he saved her with charms and spells. And that's this girl. And so John McDonald shows up and he meets the daughter first. And the daughter's not looking good. She's described as really skinny and sickly and
because she's being abused.
She's probably being abused.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so too.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Yeah. And he meets her first. She's rail thin, and she's starts talking to him. She's I now have the gift of second sight. My father gave it to me. This family's so weird. I still don't understand how you can be doing all this witchcraft and hating witchcraft at the same time.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
So the dad, John Troyer, apparently gave her this stone he found in a field, and she calls it the moonstone. And she's telling John McDonald, she's well, I can use the moonstone to help you out, but it totally drains me and makes me really sick for days.
And I'm already not looking super great,
yeah.
So you'll have to live with that on your conscience for the rest of the time.
Yeah, but he agrees to it. He's well, I need to know what's going on, so young lady, please use this moonstone, even if it's the last thing you do.
Time out real quick.
Yeah.
I just said a second ago, it doesn't make any sense. This hypocrisy doesn't make any sense. But it absolutely does. In the sense that, and I won't belabor this, but that's what's happening right now, too, with a lot of our freedom of speech, for example, First Amendment rights, any rights. What people say what a lot of people say problematically about, my rights, is they literally mean my rights.
Yeah, it's okay for me to do it.
Yes.
It's not okay for you to do it.
Yes, as long as the people that you are harming are not like me, then it's fine. But if you try to come after someone with my ideology, then we're going to have a beef. So that's what's happening, is it's fine if I do it, because I'm specially trained and it's all under, whatever, godly orders. But if anybody else does, burn them.
Right. It's just manipulation and, like, power plays and...
Patriarchal
It's totally
stuff.
happening, yeah. It happens everywhere, but we're really seeing
yuck.
it now. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So the daughter agrees. She takes the moonstone into the house and into a room, and they can hear, like, commotion in there. And she comes out, and she looks even sicker than before. But she says to him, she comes out, and she says, "Look at the time. At this very moment, your barn is burning to the ground." And then she says, "I know the witch that's causing all this trouble. It's the neighbor. It's your neighbor who wanted to purchase land from you, and you refused her." And she said...
He's like, crap.
Yeah, he's like, "That woman that you refused to sell land to is the witch who's causing all this trouble. And she can appear as a black goose." Lindsay's got big white eyes.
Wow.
Remember that black goose that they saw around the dead animals?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this girl who
the
knows...
elongated duck.
Yeah, this girl who supposedly knows nothing about it is like, it's the black goose. It's the neighbor who is the black goose. Yeah.
That seems like a lot of mystical powers in one small little village. Like, that's this little girl, supposedly her dad, and then this black goose woman. That's a concentrated amount of ooky spooky.
I know. Did they bring it over from Canada, or is it like native
Scotland?
To Scotland? Did they bring it from Scotland, or is it native to that part of Canada to have all that?
Or is it
ooky
just
spooky?
that they're all so closely related and it's a genetic thing that gets passed down?
I don't know.
So he just failed to execute a real estate deal, and she's having multiple bullets fired on his house mysteriously, and all his animals
and killing
killed?
animals and setting fires.
Rude.
That's according to the daughter, this like creepy daughter who when
There's
I picture
so
her,
much land in Canada.
I know. But when I picture this daughter, this spooky like prophecy telling daughter, whatever, I picture like a Tim Burton
for sure
character.
Yeah. She walks really slow. She doesn't have any shoes on.
She talks really wispy.
She kind of walks on her toes.
Yeah.
And then stringy hair.
Yes. Big eyes.
Mm-hmm. Never leaves the house. No. So she got a lot of witch work done while the guy came looking for her father, right?
Yeah,
and she's
he
like,
came for
"Don't
the
worry,
father,
I got this, Pops."
His father's a famous witch hunter, but it turns out the famous witch hunter has a daughter who's basically a witch, but it's okay because she's a good witch and she uses a moonstone that he gave her. It's very messed up. It's very...
Yeah. Yep.
It's very messed up.
Complicated. We'll say it's very complicated. And problematic for a lot of reasons.
So the daughter says, "You need to mold a bullet out of silver because no other bullet is going to kill this goose, and shoot the goose with the silver bullet. And this will bring all your problems to an end."
Yeah, I mean, if it's the lady who can transform into a goose, we got transfiguration happening next door. If she's the one that's causing all of this, seems pretty logical that killing her would make it stop.
Yep. Okay, so he's got a plan.
First, go to a silver mine. Because those are everywhere. I wouldn't know how to find a silver mine.
I don't know, but if all of this were true and we were experiencing all this, I would go do whatever the girl said because the whole world is cray-cray at this time. And all
Did you just say all you're killing is a goose?
It's not a human. Like, they kill animals all the time to eat them.
But theoretically, it is a human.
Oh. Well,
that's why he's doing it.
I get it. I don't know what I think of this story.
But desperation.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to...
I think that's what I'm trying to say.
But maybe I go have a conversation with that lady first. Like,
hey,
what's the worst that could happen? Like, hey, so the rumor mill is you're really peeved that I didn't sell you this land. But I think you've taken things too far.
A little far.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to back off.
Just level with me. Was it you? Which parts were you? Was it the animal killing? Was it the bullets mysteriously through the window? The beams? How'd you do that?
The rocks that appeared from the river?
Yeah. That's a lot of work. How'd you do that? Why did you do like that's so much work. It would be so much easier and cheaper to just buy the land on the other side of us.
There must be so much land, like you said.
There's
so
much
so much
land.
land.
No, I mean, a lot of it was surely occupied by the local indigenous people at some point. You know, it's all stolen land, as they say. So, I mean, there must be other people nearby, but it's just, get a hobby, lady. It can't be that. That's just mean. Okay.
Okay, so McDonald now has to go back home. And he goes back home, and John Troyer comes with him, the witch doctor. And they go back to Baldoon, to his house. And when they get there, the barn's burnt. The barn is burnt down, and the family's like, oh, it burned down. It's however many days.
Should be fine tomorrow, don't worry.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, burned down. Just like it was predicted. And there's a big gathering there at the house, including Captain Arnold. Do you remember Captain Arnold?
Yep.
And his wife is there. And his wife is, now the wife's the skeptic, and she's like, prove it. So John Troyer takes off his top hat, and he puts it...
underneath was a black goose.
This whole thing is like a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Takes off this top hat, shoves it in her face. This is my interpretation of what I was reading. It's like he put it right in front of her face.
Said, shh.
Yeah, and he's like, shh. And he makes her look in there. And she's looking in the hat, and being really quiet. By the way, didn't the Mormon guy...
Brigham Young?
Didn't he have prophecies?
Smith?
Joseph Smith. Didn't he have prophecies by looking inside of a hat?
Yes.
Okay.
Supposedly.
This is reminds me of
Allegedly.
this story. So this woman's being forced to look inside his stinky top hat.
Ugh.
And she starts crying.
Yeah, I would too. He just assaulted me with beaver pelt.
So she's crying, and he pulls the hat away, and he's like, what did you see? And he puts his hat back on, and she says she saw her mother, who had passed away decades before, and her husband, the captain, is like, that proves it. Troyer's the real deal. That proves it. Because my wife saw her dead mother and started crying.
But we still have a burned barn. Let's get back on track, people. This agenda has gone off the rails. Well, where's the goose?
Now they're believing the whole thing, right? That was what they needed to get convinced. And so, as a
magic hat.
Magic hat. So as a group, these men, I don't know how they do it, but they make a bullet out of silver.
It was rampant.
And it was rampant? Silver was?
No, I don't know. They had to get somebody's, jewelry or something. I don't know that you just have silver laying around.
I don't know.
Maybe they did. Maybe there was a lot more silver available. So anyway, they get some. They make a bullet.
They make a bullet. They find the goose, the black goose.
Where was it? Do we know?
It's like it just wanders around their property. They see it every now and then. They've been seeing it for 3 years, just appearing.
Yeah.
So they just wait for it to appear, and
they shoot it.
They shoot it. John McDonald shoots it, and he does hit it, but he doesn't kill it.
Oh, great. Great.
And the next day, the neighbor woman, who they think is the witch,
comes over with a bullet wound in her shoulder and is like, explain this.
She's walking down the street with her arm in a sling. Yeah.
Whoa. But also, why didn't he finish it off? Don't you have... Somebody's got a hatchet.
He only had one bullet.
You got a hatchet.
I don't know. The girl said nothing will kill it except the silver bullet. So he kind of missed.
Yeah.
He hit it, but he missed.
Like we talked about earlier, not a lot of accuracy with these weapons at this time.
But everything stopped. This is the end of the story. This is the end of the, record of weird things happening. So even though he didn't kill the goose...
He killed her spirit.
He killed her spirit, I guess.
Huh.
Or she's like, oh, now he knows how to hurt me, so I won't be bugging him again.
FAFO. Oh, man. I think I'd move. If I'm that lady.
That lady you would move?
I'm moving. Gigs up. Gotta go. Everybody knows. Everybody's gonna believe you're the witch who did this.
Oh, everyone will believe.
Although it could be a really great, powerful position to have as well.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm capable of. So come at me.
She got a lot of land for cheap.
Yeah.
After that.
But they also know they can take her out with a silver bullet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this weird power dynamic of they just are going to leave each other alone because it's not worth the repercussions for either one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was a long story. I'm sorry, it's such a long story. But
no, it was a great story.
We can get into theories now.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Do you have any theories?
There was so much that happened. Like, I don't know that any one theory would cut it. I don't know.
Okay,
What do people think?
One theory we can probably take off the table, which is that the whole story is real and really happened. And the neighbor woman was a witch who could turn into a goose. And like, that's theory number one.
Let's slide it to the very end of the table.
We're going to slide
and
it
it's a
all the way
long table.
to the end.
Yeah.
That's theory one. Another theory is that this was like a feud between neighbors that just got embellished and out of control because people would come over on these boats and have family feuds that they would bring with them from like generations back. And the families would keep fighting, like Capulets and Montagues, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So there's
we
one
have
theory.
tribalism is in our blood.
Yeah.
It's a weird human thing.
Yeah. One theory is that the McDonald family was having a feud with another family, and it was all stuff from the feud. But I don't know if that really covers everything paranormal.
No, because there's the daughter with the moonstone. Like, I'm willing to accept the feud story, and it's just they've given it a paranormal twist.
Yeah.
You know, they're really just throwing chunks of wood, and they're actually shooting through the window, and they're just a terrible shot. And then maybe it's actual slugs. And then, like, the farm animals easily poisoned.
Yeah.
Things like that. But
Yeah,
then you've
poison.
got the girl with the moonstone and the sickliness and the... Unless that was just a great cover-up to not have to deal with a uncomfortable situation of finding out that this man is abusing his daughter and potentially his wife, and we ain't got time to deal with that, so let's just say she's a witch.
Yeah.
And
But my daughter's a good witch.
yeah.
She's the one you can
Right.
trust because I gave her this moonstone.
Right.
So you're safe.
Right. Weird.
I know.
Okay, so what do other people think? That besides the fact that it just didn't happen?
Well, some people think, and this is kind of what I was thinking with the Bell Witch story when we did that
Mhm.
episode, that the woman neighbor was, or they had the neighbors who were fighting and wanted the land had hired indigenous people to play all these pranks. So they hired people, paid them whatever they wanted, and got them to do the work.
That's some Hollywood, like, special effects stuff.
Yeah,
Bullets coming through and just dropping.
yeah.
I could buy the beams in the barn.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I don't know.
Because
There's so many different things that happen, though. It's like, how would that...
I don't know, but there are indigenous people also living on that land and all nearby.
Yeah,
and I think
of
they don't
course.
get included in the story because the people writing it down are not considering
They're
them
dismissive
part of the
of-
story.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
they were there, and there could have been something going on with them. And then other people think that, I don't know. I guess that's it. That's kind of it for the theories. It was either real, which we put way down at the end of the table.
There's a hired prank job.
Or it was like pranks and torture and somebody
Revenge.
pestering them, but the stories got out of control and turned into something paranormal. Because at the time, everyone believed in
Right.
witches and demons and weird
Right.
things.
Yep.
That's how you explained your weird things in your world away.
Right. And it could have been a combination of things.
Mhm.
Could have been that there was some actual unexplained supernatural or paranormal phenomena happening, as well as pranks,
Yeah.
and then embellished stories, and on and on and on.
I actually like that theory because we know from all the other stories and shows that we watch that weird things happen.
Absolutely.
Weird things do happen.
Yep.
So weird things were happening there, plus they were having some kind of feud with the neighbors.
Yeah. And maybe there's some embarrassment there that you couldn't defend yourself or whatever.
Mhm.
But okay. The house burning down and being fine the next day.
Are they having visions or something? You know that I'm not a big fan of like mass hysteria, but maybe they're really unwell. I don't, or maybe
That's always a reach for me, is when something like that happens. It's like, who saw it? Did anybody else outside this family see this house burn down and then reappear the next day?
Could it have been a dream? You know how people will like have dreams and then really think that they're real?
Yeah, but the whole family is in on it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
This story is like a big part of that little pocket of Canada north of
Just
Detroit.
so bored. That's the theory.
That's your theory? That they just get so bored.
Maybe. I mean, shoot. Huh.
Their life is boring. Their life is hard. Really hard. Their life is spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
People are imaginative. You put it all together and you end up with these weird paranormal ghost stories.
Yeah. Yeah. Good story.
Thank you.
Weird story.
It's very long. If you're still listening, thanks for hanging in.
Yeah. Where are we at with time? Yeah, this is probably going to be a two-parter. We'll see after I edit out the gobbledygook. But, man, how'd you find that one?
I was searching. You know, I only search briefly because I don't have any time.
Yeah, that was
just
time.
this morning. It was just this morning. I was like, because it's your turn to do a story.
Yes,
and I
it
was like,
is.
I got you. You're really busy. So I went online and I did a search for like Halloween scary ghost stories. But I don't think this one is that scary. But it came up in the list.
Interesting.
When I was searching on Google, and then I was like, well, that's interesting. And then I listened to a couple podcasts on
About
like
it.
2 times speed.
Nice.
I was like
smart.
taking notes while I was doing that, and I was on Google, and I put all the stuff together that I liked that I heard. There's even more stuff, and then I put it all in, and then that's what I just shared with you.
Wow, good synthesis. That's wild. Man.
I love it. It's so similar to the Bell Witch story, and even Sally House a little bit.
Yeah. The manipulation of a patriarchal system, of a patriarchal puritanical system is like the worst.
Yeah, I would not have wanted to live in those communities.
I don't want to live in the community now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a fight. And, man, the blatant hypocrisy of all of that is so banana pants to me. That no one was willing to be like, now time out here, Mr. Troyer. But, yeah, people aren't doing it now either.
But the hero of that story is that woman who would hide in the bushes.
Yes, Mrs. Williams, was that her? McWilliams?
Making scary faces at John Troyer.
She's brilliant. she's doing local stand-up on Thursday night. That's fantastic. Okay. Man, that's a good one. And I don't know what I'll do next. Gotta find something really, really good and unique.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording.
All right,
but we gotta, you gotta close it out.
Well, there's no homework this week.
Oh,
unless you have something.
Get the week off. No, I have nothing.
Yeah, you get the week
Go
off.
vote, go vote, go vote.
Go vote. And anything else?
No.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Class dismissed.
And don't open the door.